Welcome back to another week of The Rundown. I am your host, Chris Fagan. Today, we are going to talk a little bit about May the 4th. It's a special holiday, at least for me it is. We're going to talk about the rumors going around that Margot Robbie is joining the MCU Fantastic Four, and we're going to cover the writer's strike tonight on The Rundown. Thank you guys for joining us for another episode. Joining me today, as always, my wife, Joy Fagan. Hey, baby.
Hello.
Woo! Yeah, Tam was helping me out with that one. Like get excited, Chris. And back from her hiatus, back from hibernation or whatever we're gonna call it. Jet lag, Miss Jet Lag over here. Tabatha back on the channel. What's up?
Hey.
And guys, let me do this before we get started, as always, just to give you guys some information. If you guys want to hit us up on social media, you can always find us at Th3 Medias with the S at the end of it. We're on Instagram. We also check out our podcast. If you don't have time to watch us live here on YouTube or on Twitch or on Facebook, we have a podcast form of this show. So if you're out on the treadmill and you want to hear Tabatha go for me,
that does happen a lot.
You can listen to us on our Apple Podcasts, on SoundCloud, all the podcasts and stuff. But we're also available on TikTok, Facebook, Twitch, and Twitter. So give us a follow and share your thoughts and your comments and your theories and your concerns and all that good stuff. And if you want to support us on Patreon, go to Th3 Medias again, and or become a channel member if you want exclusives. If we put the exclusive risque stuff is what I'll call it. What do you
after
think?
dark.
The rundown after dark stuff, and that is the stuff where I'm confessing a lot. Yeah.
He has a lot of confessions.
Yeah, a lot of confessions. This is my confession. Anyway. So guys, so thank you guys for checking us out live, and let's get started with the force feed. I promised a tight 30, and we're on the clock.
He always says that.
Don't believe the time there, because I'll hit the record button way before. The time is up there. There it is, right up there. 2 minutes in, and we're about to get down on the force feed. So Tab, would you help us get our groove back?
I got you. So it's May the 4th. Feed be with you, and that's how
Pun.
we're rolling today. First thing on the list today is today on Disney Plus, Star Wars Vision, the animated anthology series drops Volume 2. Also, Maggie Simpson jumps in Grogu's floating stroller and takes off across the galaxy in Rogue Not Quite One. Star Wars characters like Anakin Skywalker, Padman Amidala, and Darth Maul are now available on Fortnite. And then Star Wars Jedi, Survivor, the action-adventure game sequel to Star Wars Jedi, Fallen Order, starring actors Cameron Monaghan. Is that how we decided? Mm-hmm. Cameron Monaghan, who is best known as Ian Gallagher on the Showtime show Shameless, was released on PlayStation 5, Windows, and Xbox Series. Details on Rey's new Jedi Order movie starring Daisy Ridley's indicates Ridley won't necessarily be the lead in the upcoming Star Wars film, but may serve as the mentor to the new generation of heroes. Yep. And check that live chat for us.
That's the live. Yeah, that's the force feed. Yeah, I forgot to mention before we got started, you guys. If you're in the live chat, hit us up in the live chat. If you guys want, if you send a question and comment and all that stuff, put it in the live chat. Hit the like button if you're watching us live. If you do a super chat, I'll interrupt the show and I'll embarrass the hell out of Tab.
It's always me. It's always me that gets embarrassed.
And then so send your requests on the super chats.
Next on our force feed are the new sequel announcement, which I'm kind of excited about a lot of these. So we've got Dodgeball 2. Always going to be great. Can't wait for that. We got Beetlejuice 2.
Mm-hmm. Let me get you back. Let me get you back on the screen.
Thank you. And then Alita Battle Angel 2, which I've not seen but have heard I need to see. Mm-hmm. So got to watch that one. And then the real one that I know that Joy and I are very excited about is Gladiator 2 with Pedro Pascal and Denzel Washington. You cannot get two sexier men in one area.
So starting off with the Star Wars part of the force feed, I'm the only one that dressed up,
Excuse me.
Nobody can see the back of your head.
You see this? This is effort. Okay, I did my hair. Okay, I did my makeup. I did a outfit that's themed off her costume.
That's right.
Thank you very much.
You put on a costume that got people on on TikTok talking about don't lose the tape.
I know whether I tape or not. I
told me
I
to
don't
do this
tape.
on the show. It's like she did a little,
shimmy it out.
do the shimmy. Because the force is with me, boys. That's what she was doing.
It's holding the shirt down, guys.
And I'm wearing my Grogu shirt, and Joy is a Jedi. So
yeah, there you go. She really is.
But the sequels talk I'm more excited for the Beetlejuice one.
Oh, I see.
I'm more excited about that one. Which one?
Ooh, honestly, Gladiator 2, because I love Gladiator.
Yes.
Like that movie is primo for me. But Dodgeball.
Are you not entertained?
Yes. And then Dodgeball 2. I'm really like, because I love you.
As of now, Vince Vaughn and obviously Ben Stiller are the ones that are. But there's no news on anybody else yet. But it's still early.
Yeah, and then it's just gonna be amazing. And then of course you cannot go wrong. I mean, you can go wrong, but I'm hoping it won't go wrong for a Beetlejuice 2. That's just.
They've been working on
talks for that.
A long time.
Yeah, they've been. Yeah, I mean, originally back when after the first Beetlejuice, they were talking about a sequel that was going to be called Beetlejuice Goes Hawaiian. Whatever that means.
I don't know what that means.
Either it's
like a Jimmy Buffett thing.
Yeah, like either it's going to be a legit like a Hawaiian themed like vacation type movie, or there's a double meaning. Is there a double meaning with going Hawaiian?
I have no idea.
Swingers or pineapples?
That's what I say. Pineapples for swingers. That's the only thing I could think of.
Beetlejuice.
That's my wife, guys. That's my wife. Mention pineapples, she brings us. I told you,
but it has to be an upside down pineapple.
Yeah, I told you after the show we'll talk about it. I'm not comfortable.
You know what? For Joy, you don't have to be involved in the swing.
Let me tell you something. Even if that was the case, I'm going to be in the room, and there's like if it would be a dark shadow, you wouldn't even see me. Because in the right lighting, the difference between me and midnight is 11:59. Think about that joke. Think about that one.
Don't even have to think about it.
But you're gonna see a cigarette light up. It's okay. Keep going. Why is this one dying over here? Welcome back.
So dying.
Welcome back.
I know.
All right. What are you guys excited about besides the swingers conversation? Rundown swingers after dark. I'm more. I already said Beetlejuice is what I'm excited. You guys are Gladiator and Dodgeball.
Yeah,
I would have thought you would have said Dodgeball since comedies is your thing.
Yeah, but it's Pedro Pascal.
I know, but you cannot get past
If
Pedro.
it wasn't, that would not be number one.
Yeah. See, I do love Gladiator. Like Gladiator is one of my.
I have seen it, and it was a good. I enjoyed it. I've seen
one
it
of my
more than
favorites.
once.
It's like one of those long action movies that, for me, really capture your attention. Has a great storyline. Did really well.
For who?
For me. For me. Yes.
For me.
For me.
I always got to remember to hit it.
And so I loved that movie, and wholeheartedly. If Pedro is going to be in Gladiator 2, I will be like at the door first, wanting to see this movie. We're going to go see the premiere. We're just going to leave him.
Wow. All right. Well, let's get into the what's next. We're on the main topic. That was the first. Obviously, the Star Wars stuff I'm excited about, but I've never seen. This is the second season of Visions. Visions is a bunch of mini anthology cartoons that are Star Wars based. But I think I watched season 1, but I haven't started season 2. I'm excited about that, and I'm excited about The Simpsons. So I'll watch.
I mean, The Simpsons.
Those are always funny. Those are always funny.
Absolutely.
So guys, let us know what you guys are more excited about that we brought up in the force feed. Is whether it's the Star Wars based stuff or which sequel are you more excited about? Let us know in the comments below, and maybe we'll talk about it tonight here on the show. I see you guys lighting up the chat board. Let us know what you're excited about, and we'll bring it up during the discussions part. Well, first let me see if the chat is working. Because I forgot to double check.
What?
I'm gonna get. There it is. Oh, you wasn't here when I put this in.
No.
I did this while you were gone. I got a lot of work done while you were gone.
It's because I wasn't distracting them with my stories.
So check this out, guys. Here we go. All right, let me start with Kevin Meyer. Kevin, here we go, buddy. There we go. Where are you at? What is the first thing he said?
Dodgeball. He's excited for that.
Lower third, right there.
What? Where?
He puts it across the bottom.
Oh, I just now see it.
There you go. You see it?
Wait,
there.
Hey, okay.
Yeah. So now their chats will pop up.
Okay, I like what you did there, man.
Yeah, whenever we're live right there. So yeah, Kevin said dodgeball is such a rich what?
Well, he made another one after that.
Yeah.
What do you got? What do you say?
So good that and he can't wait for that one.
There you go. See?
And the Beetlejuice one, he loved the first one, but it's been so long, it really could be a hit or miss.
And he's got the true statement. I'm nervous about it, but I have high hopes.
If they
I mean, it could
be
from the Flash,
but they could easily mess the whole thing.
Yeah, I agree 100% because it is one of those like classics that is such a staple that everyone loves so much. If it's not done right, it's going to bomb, like bomb.
Like like Bill and Ted 3.
First of all, Keanu can do no wrong in my eyes.
Bill and Ted 3.
No, I will watch it and I will sit through it for him and I will love it for him.
This is just John Wick on vacation.
That's
all it is. That's what it is. Yeah, right. All right. Let us know what you guys think about those, and let's move on to the main topics. Babe, what is the first main topic of the week?
We've got Fantastic Four casting rumors. So a few weeks ago, Adam Driver of Kylo Ren, Star Wars, was rumored to be in talks to play Reed Richards, aka Mr. Fantastic, in MCU's Fantastic Four movie that's scheduled for 2025. Now, Margot Robbie can be thrown in the conversation as it's being reported she's had talks with Marvel to play Sue Storm. Robbie has comic book experience with Harley Quinn and is also playing Barbie this year. If the rumors were true, do you see Driver and Robbie as the leads of the Fantastic Four?
Yes.
I'm going to start with you. Yeah, what do you think?
Absolutely. 100% can see her and him. First of all, he has got one of those main character actor aspects where he's not a conventionally attractive man, but he can come off as really attractive in his acting and really attractive in his roles. And I think that he would fit that kind of Mr. Fantastic role really well because it's not inherently the most attractive man. If you know what I mean.
Some people think that Brains is sexy. He's a brilliant scientist.
Yes, but that's what I'm saying. It's the storyline for him is not the most, because you think of like superheroes as like super attractive, like your stereotypical good-looking men, whereas that's not really the case for Mr. Fantastic. That's not really the case for this because he is more of that nerd.
So you're saying that you don't think that Adam Driver could pull Margot Robbie? Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying maybe not in the real world, but yeah, no, I actually think he could. I think he is weirdly one of those men that is not conventionally attractive, but is actually attractive. But it has to do with his
like the Pete
talent.
Davidson effect.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
so big penis. Is that what you're saying?
I mean, he is a long and lanky man.
I don't follow Adam Driver, but sometimes the charming humor, different things, pulls in the one that
the way he yells.
Yeah. Well, he yells. But like for real though, when you think about his acting and his list of movies and things that he's done, he really does bring this talent that is very attractive and that can really pull that role, I think. And it really fits for that kind of role. And of course, she could do no wrong.
I was about to say. So
I'm not even attracted to blondes, and she is hot as fuck. Like.
I mean, well, she's Australian. I mean, just like Rhea Ripley from the WWE that I'm trying to force.
You constantly are constantly wanting me to be attracted to.
Yeah, I mean, I'm forcing Australians on you.
Yeah. Well, first of all, I love Australians. The accent alone gets me, so I'm good with that. But no, she's incredibly hot. Yes, and she's like conventionally hot, granted, because she's like that girl next door, hot blonde, but she has humor to her and she has a personality to her that to me makes her attractive because her looks alone, I would not be attracted to her because she's not my type. I'm very much my dark featured female kind of person, but
black girls.
I mean, not opposed.
If you like it, I love it. But she's not unfamiliar with comic book movies and stuff. So she's played Harley Quinn. So I think she would be a good fit. I haven't been upset with any of the suggestions. And they're all room. I'll say it like this. Every time the rumor mill comes up about who's going to play such and such character in this upcoming Marvel movie, everybody's always wrong. It's always Kevin Feige always picks the one person that nobody ever suggested. So it's probably somebody with that's on nobody's radar.
I saw a couple of articles that Mila Kunis.
Mila Kunis?
She was Mila
Well,
Kunis.
she
No,
said-
not for Miss Fantastic.
No,
Not for
she
Sisu.
said she
for
was.
the thing, for the rock monster thing. It was a it was a joke. It was
Don't
like
do that to my girl.
She was like, all I did was have a meeting with a certain a lunch with a certain Marvel exec or something, or another actor. And anytime anybody in Hollywood has any kind of lunch or scene spotted with anybody from Marvel, you immediately get rumored into the, are you doing a Marvel movie thing? So so she already on the Tonight, was it the Tonight Show? She already explained,
Well, I
like,
mean,
all I
someone
had
else-
was lunch.
Someone else posted that she said she knows who's in it.
Oh,
Oh,
did she?
damn, okay.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's not me. I'm not in it. But
Well,
I do
John
know
Campea has already
who's
confirmed. He
in it.
said, this movie's already been cast. They're just not revealing.
They're
it
not
yet.
revealing who it is. Now, Mila Kunis, that's my
love
love.
her.
I don't. As Sue Storm, no.
No, I don't think
No.
she's a Sue Storm character,
No,
but
I just like her.
I just like her. Like, oh, she's got the personality and the humor. That's my celebrity crush, like hardcore. But she's my type.
Just wanted to speak Russian to you.
I do, man. It's
Yeah,
sexy when she
that-
goes into it.
That makes sense because that what she brought up in John Wick, when the Russians when he went to Russia, or Germany, or whatever what it was,
Did you see the old footage of her battling with the movie that she's in with Justin Timberlake, and they were being interviewed, and he, of course,
Friends with Benefits.
Friends with benefits.
they're interviewing them, and it's some Russian stuff, and he's, of course, I don't
Yeah.
know, and she was all like, "Look, you're like, first of all, don't like, I don't know why you're even." She had to like take
Straight-
up for him and be like, "Yeah, no, we're not going to do this." Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do know what all you're saying. 'Cause
Correct.
I speak Russian.
Correct.
And she was talking with him in Russian, and he's like, "Okay."
Yeah,
Oh.
she's like, all
I
right,
don't know
she's
what's
got
going
me.
on, but okay.
I don't remember any of that.
Her parents, like, her whole story is
It's all.
kind of
This is gonna
amazing.
become Mila Kunis talk.
Yeah, her backstory and her like life with her parents and everything is kind of amazing. Like it really is.
Yeah, I
And her
remember.
talking about her parents and the struggles and everything that she went through when she came here as a child and like going to school and everything. It's a really great like coming of age story, so to speak. But yeah, I totally have a celebrity crush on
Like
her.
speaking of Adam Driver and Margot Robbie, Mila Kunis though.
But me no cool.
Guys, let us know what you guys think of Mila and being Mrs. Fantastic or Margot Robbie as the subject matter was, or Adam Driver. Any of them, like I said, they would be fine. I wouldn't be opposed to it, except for Mila. I don't think she would be a good Mrs. Fantastic. I'm sorry.
I don't
No,
think
I don't
she
think-
would. I don't think she should belong. She belongs in that movie. But
I could see her in like a different role, but
oh god, yeah.
not that
But yeah, I just love her because she's amazing.
one. Okay. What's next up on the entertainment news?
Oh,
stuff?
the good old writers' strike.
Oh yes.
TV and film writers in Hollywood voted to go on strike early Tuesday morning after failing to reach a deal with production companies on a new contract. First, let's run down some of the facts of the situation and talk about what the writers are demanding.
All right. So, okay. So, what are the things that the writers are
Like,
demanding?
what are they demanding?
Okay. Well, it's in our notes. Let's switch to page 2.
Well, I know I've already seen a lot of stuff where a lot of these writers, depending on the show, especially things that are streaming or small, they have to have other jobs. Some of these people have second side jobs. 'Cause this is not paying their bills.
And the hours that they have to work to create this stuff is astronomical. Like it's not healthy work environments.
Yeah.
And the strenuous stuff that they're put under, the pressure that they're put under, and if they don't develop or produce the quality that they're supposed to, it's cutthroat. So I completely understand that this is something that needs to happen and this is what they're going through. But I mean, it sucks,
Yeah.
but it definitely needs to happen.
And going down, so let's go down a little bit of what the like the timeline of what's going on with the writer strike. So if you guys are unfamiliar with what the writer strike is about, I got a little breakdown of it right here. So let's, rundown of it right here. So let's go. Let me go full mass. There we go. All right. So the WGA began its negotiations with the Alliance of Motion Pictures and Television Producers, or the AMPTP, the group representing Hollywood studios. The goal, a fair contract that would help writers maintain sustainable careers. Writers wanted a roughly 2% of the profits made by the studios. Overall, budgets have risen. I misspelled that. Risen. Writers' pay has declined. by 4% over the past decade, 23% when adjusted for inflation. The shift of film and television to streaming has meant lower residuals, the money writers get paid when their shows are re-aired, and shorter seasons. So that was the part that really caught my attention. The fact that like the old school way of doing it, when things are aired on like regular TV, you get that the residual income from things that are reran, especially when the show gets its fourth, fifth season. You get a lot of money. Shows like The Simpsons, shows like the Cosby Show, old school shows like that. Those Friends, you get like everybody is constantly getting those checks in the mail because of the fact that they're being syndicated all over the world and whatnot. But when things went to, and we'll talk about this a little bit more in a minute, but when things went to streaming, there was like a loophole of like, I can cut you out of this and that.
And they had the same thing that happened about, 14, 15? It was the early 2000s.
Another writer strike that went like 2013,
year.
I think it was. Yeah.
It was before that.
I was going to say, I thought it was before 13.
08, 09, something like that.
Yeah.
Because it was when we didn't have the Netflix. We didn't have any of these streaming shows like this.
Correct.
But it was when they very first started to say, oh, I can type in www.abc.com and I can watch all of my TV shows the next day on the webpage. So I don't have to have TV or pay for anything and just log in online. You're not even logging in, you're just typing in the webpage.
Correct.
Watching it. And all the channels started doing it, CBS, ABC, NBC. So you can watch all your favorite shows the next day. Just on the regular primetime shows.
Correct.
And the writers were doing the same thing, like, hold up, like this is really cutting in, like our stuff's
That was even cutting into
everywhere now. People are getting all this stuff, but we're not getting any cut of any of this stuff.
The views and the clicks weren't translating into residual. Okay, yeah. And that's like, what about you, Tab? What do you think about?
Well, I mean, I get it. Like, I get that the streaming has really kind of screwed that up for them and has really taken a big chunk of their income away because of how that. And honestly, when you think about it, you would think with how popular TV is right now, because it used to be different. Movie was the thing to have. Movie was the thing to do. Movie was the thing to be on. To be a writer for that, to be involved in that was big money. And now the way that TV is, I mean, actors are wanting to be in TV shows. Yeah. Actors are wanting to do these things, and the writers really have this great opportunity to be a part of all these things and create a career. But then they get stuck in this loophole of streaming, and it's really
the powers that be are finding ways to cut them out.
Yeah, and it's really kind of fucked them over.
Well, especially when they're watching. Okay, this actor gets paid $50,000 an episode. I already know the program itself, the TV stations, all these companies are making billions of dollars, and I'm getting an annual salary of.
We're about to get into that.
I'm not even making
ends meet.
Yes,
especially to be in LA and New York This isn't the math ain't mathin'.
Correct.
Oh yeah, we're about to get into that. So let's go into the different proposals on both sides of what everybody wanted. Let me go full mass here if I can find it. Here we go. Proposals. The AMPTP put forth stripping away protections for long-term employment and attempting to create a single day rate for comedy/variety writers. Refusing to grant a fair share of profits for streaming content. We were just talking about that. Also, AI. That's also been a factor in this. AI-driven scripting turns writing into an unstable gig economy profession. The Writers Guild of America proposals with net total. Okay, so everything that the Writers Guild of America's proposed were for the year, what they wanted was just going to add up to like $429 million for all 20,000 of their writers, which I added up was like roughly like $21,450 for each writer. Pay raise for the year. But Netflix, Paramount, Comcast, Disney, Fox, and Warner Brothers reported a total of 28 to 30 billion in operating profits each year. So the point of that is, if all they're asking for is what adds up to like $21,000 per rider, which is a sum of $400 million plus. What's the problem with that? You're already making $28 to $30 billion in that year.
Greed is the problem.
Greed
is the problem.
On top with your next top.
And on the next thing, in 2022 alone, 8 Hollywood CEOs pocketed $773 million between them all. So you couldn't. There's your petty cash. Right there to pay the writers. Why can't you just dig into that?
Greed.
Because they wanted to pay themselves first.
It's greed. That's all it is. And what you're not understanding is you not paying the staff that provides for you.
Like, I just don't have it.
It's only going to affect you. It's a very stupid mentality.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to work against you.
They're sitting on their yacht like, is it though?
Yeah.
Is it?
I know, right? Well, it is when that yacht gets they go bankrupt because they can't run their show and they don't got writers for their show. They think that the strike's going to happen and that they could get people outside of the union or outside of whatever is going to happen to come in and write. They're going to get shit.
They're going to get
the quality is going to go down.
All the writers that are not a part of the union are they're not at the quality
they're
level.
They're not at the quality
that
they're going to need to continue to create the success through all the streaming
Yeah.
because of how popular this. So
Yeah.
now that we're not getting movies at the rate that we were getting before, and everybody loves having everything at home, and right now, if they aren't putting out good quality TV, it is going to affect them substantially.
And the long we're gonna if this goes for a long time, we're gonna see the impact. Like reality TV is gonna come up a little bit more like it did before and stuff like that. If the protests last for a long time. Look, if the writers are happy and they're giving the wage that they deserve, I'm telling you, the quality of your programming is going to go up, and CEOs, you're going to make more money anyway. So why do this short-term thinking? The reason why they're doing it is because they can gaffle the money right now, and they already know that a bunch of the writers have already deposited a bunch of completed work that'll cover them for the next 2 years. But what happens after that, though? We're gonna if this protest lasts. I mean, protest lasts for 2 or 3 months.
The strike.
A strike lasts for 2 or 3 months. Then we're gonna see the effects like 2 3 years from down the line. But let's go down the list of the things
because this I feel like is very important.
The things that this is going to affect. Let's let me go full mass.
Nixon, listen up, because I know you think it doesn't affect, but it does.
So here's the things that it does affect. What this is the overall effects.
Yeah.
So ABC's Jimmy Kimmel Live, CBS's The Late Show, NBC's the Tonight Show, Late Night are all going in hiatus immediately because those are live.
Yeah.
And
they write as they go.
So is Real Time with Bill Maher, that's on HBO. Last Week Tonight, it's also on HBO. The Daily Show, SNL are all going on hiatus. The shows that are halted are shows like Yellow Jacket, Abbott Elementary, which me and my wife love. We love that show.
Big Mouth, which is freaking amazing.
I have to finish that one.
Oh, it's so good.
Cobra Kai, another one of my favorites. They're going into hiatus. They may have began, but they can't finish. They can't finish.
Yeah.
Unaffected are shows like Good Omens. I heard both ways that was affected, and I heard another report.
House of Dragons
unaffected.
is still getting affected, though. Even though the writings completed the scripts.
This coming season is not going to be affected.
That means that it's going to affect the timeline for the continuation of House of Dragons, because you know that show is intricate.
Well, the thing is also, depending on how long this drags out.
Yeah.
Your shows that would start in August,
correct,
in September won't start on time. They'll be very delayed because no one's going to be.
I disagree slightly because of one thing. We're not. Remember when we last covered House of Dragons? When we were covering House of Dragons?
I'm not talking about House of Dragons. I'm talking about
the
other prime. Everything goes on break, for summer, and then it typically comes back in the fall. They write all summer preparing.
Correct.
But House of Dragons won't be affected by that because even before the first season ended, they already announced that season 2 was going to take 2, 3.
I thought it was going to take way less than that. That they announced that it wasn't going to take as long as they initially had stated.
No, but to air it, season 2 is not coming out until the end of 2024.
That's 1 year.
Yeah, but they've already submitted
So that's
script.
completed. That's script
So
completed,
if this,
but that
so
means-
even if this, but if the script writing of House of Dragon season 2 isn't even started yet,
But how long did that script take to write? That's my point. They're not getting to write now during the process of this next season.
Yeah.
Therefore, it's going to push the following season after what comes out in the end of 2024 even later. And that's a show that demands people to be recent with it.
I guess you're right. I guess it all depends on how long it took to write
Correct.
season 1 and
'Cause
then write season 2.
I remember from
But I don't
way
think
back in the day, it happened a little earlier.
Yeah.
And so all of the seasons ended. There were no like finales. They just were done.
They were
just
done. Yeah.
Because we didn't come back to finish them.
Yeah.
Give them that $21,000 pay
Well,
pay raise. I bet you that shit would be written like,
I know.
all right, now let's get on that. The dragon fucks him up. Yeah.
Jimmy Fallon and Seth Meyers, the show itself, the show is going to pay their writers and staff 2 weeks, and then Jimmy and Seth are going to pay for a third week out of their own pocket.
Yeah.
See, they are like top notch. You got to admit, they are literally doing and setting the example of what a leader is.
Mm-hmm.
That's a leader. That is somebody who cares about his staff,
People
his
aren't
employees.
thinking about there's more.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just the writers. They have a whole, just like
Yep.
with COVID, they have a whole staff. Nobody's working.
Well, they even
Yeah.
admit they know where the money comes from. It comes, and the creativity comes from the writers. And in situations where, what if like the executive producer or the director or whatever of a certain movie or TV series is also the writer? Like for example, James Gunn is, he's the head of DC Studios, and he's directing and writing the first Superman movie that's going to come out of his new DC. Now he's the director, he's the studio head. So, and if he's also the writer, he's technically just paying himself to be the writer. So can he write? No,
No, 'cause he's under the union.
because he's a member of the WGA.
Yeah.
So technically, no, he can't write. So when I learned that today, I was like, well, what about people in that situation where they don't actually technically have to pay another writer? No, if you're a member, you stop.
You have
to stop writing.
Or you get in trouble.
Or you get in trouble.
Yeah.
Or at least if you're writing, keep it to yourself and then,
be like, I got it done.
I got it done. Yeah. So maybe he's writing, maybe he is writing, but he
Writing on
can't.
notes.
But
Yeah, I
he can't
know.
submit it. But
Yeah.
but he's probably just chilling.
But if you also think about this, you've got all these shows that are halted because they don't have their writers. Okay,
Right.
all your late night shows. What are your late night shows there for? To promote.
Mm-hmm.
They're there to promote all of these movies, all of these things that are coming out. And if the shows are halted, they can't promote.
Yeah.
So not only is it affecting these shows, but it's going to affect the movies coming out and their marketing and how they get out to the public and what's being told and what's happening, because that buzz is what stirs people up to go.
And at the end,
I mean, it ends up affecting the because even that, well, not necessarily like the late, like Seth Meyers and Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Fallon, not those type of shows, but like SNL has a regular season, and they were about to be done.
they were just about to air. They had this ready to go for SNL with
There was a new episode
that was coming this Saturday, and they decided not to air it because of they wanted to sort of support
They wanted to
what's going,
support the
of
strike
what's going
and
on.
stuff.
But
Yeah.
I mean, they more than likely won't finish the season because
Depending on how long the strike.
And SNL's one of those. SNL's one of those sort of weird situations where the people who act in that show are writers.
They're also writers and probably members. Yeah.
So, of course, SNL is going to want to support
Yeah.
the strike because that's their main characters
Yeah.
of their show.
And
it affects viewership too,
Oh, God,
because
yeah.
if we're not going to finish the season, you already had several repeats in a row
Yeah.
because they do a few new ones and then a few old ones and
Correct.
then go back. So it's kind of like people start to get like, oh, this stupid show is turning into crap. It just gets worse every year. I'm not
Yeah.
even going to watch next. Like
It affects the whole scenario. People, I mean, really, these bigwigs are really screwing up the grease here that turns the wheel, and they just need to get over it. They really do.
let's see. Kevin Mayer says, for a writer strike to
Yeah,
the
exactly.
pay cuts just need to come from the top. One less vacation for them. You need to pay the
Absolutely.
workers.
100% agree with
yeah.
you, Kevin. Like 100% agree.
Yeah. All right, guys. Let us know what you guys think of this whole situation with the writer's strike. This. Oh, and by the way, just a sidebar. You guys on Twitter, because I posted on Twitter. This is going to. I just stated a fact. All I said was this is going to affect TV first. And the first responses I got, that tweet blew up. A bunch of people were like, I'm sorry. Let me do it in my. I'm not making fun of you guys. Here we go. This is the response that I got. The people who want to be seen being a better person than I guess me for saying just stating a fact. I'm more concerned about the actual writers and the fact that these people are not getting, a living wage versus just what's being put on TV. I'm like, yeah, duh.
That's the point.
That's the point. I wasn't saying TV is going to be affected first and, oh my God, what am I going to watch? And like acting like I don't give a shit about the writers. I was just stating a fact, meaning that once that gets affected and then the movies get affected, the studios will probably break and pay the writers what they want.
You know how you respond to her? Watch the reruns. They get the money for that. Yeah. So if you're really concerned about what the writers are getting paid, watch
good suggestion.
The reruns, guys.
Yeah.
Go watch the old
get
videos
that shit
and
syndicated.
stop wanting the new stuff. Watch the syndicated stuff because that's what's going to get them the money that they deserve. So instead of getting on your Twitter and typing up your response to something that is just a factual statement and not an opinion, maybe you should take your opinion and apply it to a process that's going to benefit because that's actually helpful.
It was way more people than I feel like responding to. It was like I'm concerned about them too. I wasn't saying I wasn't concerned about the writers.
There's so many things that I'm more concerned about right now than the writers' strike. But guess what? We're still talking about because it's still relevant and those people deserve some time in their spotlight about what's going on. But there's a whole ton of shit that's going on in this world that really is more concerning. God, people are so stupid.
I mean, they were telling the truth, but
it's not even
they were implying that I wasn't thinking about that. I was.
Your statement.
I was on your side.
When you're reading words, the intended tone sometimes gets left behind.
No, the intended tone is really a matter of what the reader wants it to be, and so that reader is negative.
What you're feeling when you're not necessarily knowing what the person.
I'm a better person because I'm bringing up the real problem versus that superficial problem. No, okay, good for you.
Go watch the reruns, guys.
I love that sketch with Key and Peele where they're texting each other.
And they're both misreading.
Oh yes, that is my freaking favorite. And
whatever.
Do whatever. Oh, this motherfucker. Oh yeah. That's exactly.
Have you seen it applied to zodiac signs?
No.
Because that's my favorite. It's like these zodiac signs are him, and these zodiac signs, and I'm the one that says like Taurus is the one that's like, oh, he's being so considerate. Like, yeah, it's whatever you want, man. And he's like, oh, fucking whatever.
You do you then. That's fine.
He's like, you want to go at it? And he's like, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. One dude was preparing for a fist fight. The other guy was just like, hey,
he's being really considerate. I appreciate this.
Well, guys, let us know what you guys think about everything that we talked about here on the Writer Strike. If we've shed some light on some of the things that's kind of going on, and if you have any further thoughts on the matters, share them with us. But if you hit me up on Twitter when I said TV will be affected first, I'm just stating. I wasn't saying that the writers aren't the most important thing and the TVs are so my shows are more important. No, I was just stating a fact, and I'm what I was saying is the studios is going to bend for they will break because their pockets are going to get hit. And they can't give themselves them bonuses anymore. Yeah. But anyway, so they should just pay the writers what they're asking for because they deserve it.
They absolutely do.
Let's move on to the next topic. What is it that we have?
The top streaming movies and TV is what I'm looking at on here.
Yeah, I got.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Did I pull this up? Let me see if I can do this real quick. Do I have it? Where's the frame? Nope, that's the wrong camera frame. That's the wrong. There we go. Let's see if I can do this. We were talking about. Found it. There we go. I just didn't have it ready. I can get it ready.
This also we're just gonna because Nixon called it out already. This tight 30 he keeps talking about is already passed.
We're 9 minutes past the tight 30.
Yeah, it's not a tight one.
Yeah,
it's a loose 30.
I was literally about to make that joke. The 30 turned into a slut. She's loose now.
She's wide open.
Yeah. everybody gets a
It's
turn.
that spread eagle 30.
Yeah, so we're in the middle of a spread eagle 30. You guys shut up. Leave me alone. I tried. All right. I just want to do a shout out on the streaming and what what's going on the ratings. So this is just for the week. Top movies on Netflix right now. This is Netflix right here. AKA, I don't know what that is. I've watched it.
I can't even see what the picture is.
Let me go full mass real quick because I can't even see it.
Yeah, I'm old.
Let me see if I can put it. Here we go. This is just showing that this week that's the most viewed right now. Number 2 is I Want to Dance with Somebody.
I still haven't seen that.
I still haven't seen it all. Pitch Perfect. I'm surprised
obviously
that that's
seen
getting
that.
watched.
The old one?
Yeah,
Pitch
the original.
Perfect.
It came back out on Netflix,
and it's getting some buzz. The Dilemma, Above Suspicion, The Family That Prays, The Lorax for some weird reason.
I've watched The Lorax 2 times with the kids because it came back on. So yeah, that one's hidden.
Sing 2,
Watch
After
that one.
Earth, and The Tourist. Top TV shows on Netflix this week.
Did that one.
Firefly Lane. You watched that?
Oh God, yeah.
What's that about?
It's such a chick flick show.
Okay.
It is hardcore cheesy
I haven't
chick
watched
flick.
it, but yeah, I saw a bunch of my friends posting, but they cried, fell apart, came back together, cried some more.
It was intense. I will say I shed some tears. I had some girl moments and cried a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, actually I cried a lot.
Okay.
And
I don't know if I'm in that place at this moment.
Yeah,
maybe some other time.
Yeah, I watched it, but it was I literally was texting Jess going, I don't think I've cried so hard in so long.
Firefly Lane. Okay, maybe I gotta check that out.
Grey's Anatomy. Izzy from Grey's Anatomy.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
They're like buddies from kids and grow up.
Weirdly enough, the chick from Scrubs and the chick from
Yeah.
Grey's Anatomy.
all right. So okay. Sweet Tooth, number 2. The
I haven't
Diplomat.
watched it yet, but I do watch that with the kids. The kids watch it.
The Night Agent.
That one's
That's
one
one that's on
I
our
haven't
radar. We
watched
gotta
that.
watch.
They've already renewed
I'm
that.
already caught up on Better Call Saul. Number 6 is Working Moms.
We gotta watch
gotta
that.
watch.
I haven't watched that
We
one either.
watched all the
We
other
love that
seasons.
show.
It's
Yeah.
hilarious.
One of the
I've heard
funniest
it's
things
really
out of
good.
Canada.
Yeah, I really. Nah, that's not true. Letterkenny is the funniest thing. out of
I'm not
Canada.
gonna watch that.
No, Letterkenny
but I
is,
love watching them on TikTok.
Letterkenny
Like,
is the most
fuck you,
brilliant.
fuck you, Jose Marmon. I love it,
Shorzy,
but I don't. Fuck you, Jersey. I probably just need to watch it.
You really do. When I tell you it's the wittiest, most well-written show, about the stereotypes of Canada and the sort of the personalities that kind of come out of there.
fuck
It's
you,
brilliant.
Jersey.
The
Fuck
Working Moms
you.
fit me because it's
Because about
what-
working moms.
Well, no, but it's very what most people consider very inappropriate
Yeah.
humor, and I'm all about.
Oh, yeah.
that
We know we're about that,
cracks
yes.
me
Right.
up.
Okay, so I definitely need to watch that.
At number
I
5,
hear the nurse
Better
is
Call.
good, and since I'm a
Number
nurse,
7,
I'm gonna
the
watch
nurse.
that.
The
I've
nurse.
heard it's really good, but I've never watched it.
Number 8, Beef.
Beef,
I-
fucking amazing.
I couldn't watch it.
Oh,
I finished it. It
I
was-
loved it. Hell yeah.
It was awesome.
It was
I
great.
told it's too trigger.
And
Oh,
she
is
likes
it?
she
Okay.
dark comedy. She loves comedies, but dark comedies
Comedy's harder.
sometimes
I
like
do like dark comedy, but
It was dark.
it wasn't hitting her. It
it's
didn't hit her in the
the
beginning. So
subject matter.
Yeah.
It's that whole.
it was triggering.
I was like,
Yeah.
I can't watch this.
No, it was really good. I will say I liked the way it kind of progressed and went and how it sort of ended with okay, is there going to be another season? How are they going to do this? I liked it. It was nice.
It was weird that how I was like them two together makes sense, but they would destroy
Oh,
everything.
yeah. Oh, it's so good, though.
I could see it.
I loved it. And I love Ali Wong. I think she's a freaking brilliant
Like her
comedian.
stand-up cracks
Oh.
me
Yeah.
up.
I've
And
seen
then
her
when
live.
We saw
Kings
that
of
other
Collectibles and Demon Slayer rounded that
Maybe
out.
Baby. That was hilarious.
Oh, yes.
I
By the way, I didn't know she divorced her husband. I learned that after the show.
Me?
knew
Okay,
that was
I
coming when we
predicted
saw
that.
her last-
Just like on this channel, how I predicted Chris Pratt's divorce from what's her name from Scary Movie.
And
I predicted that 2 years before they
No
got
way.
divorced because of,
I still don't know why they were together because he's super religious and she's not. And I just couldn't see how they were.
my prediction was based on the fact that when her fame was here, and then when his when it flipped, and I just predicted within 2 years that they would get divorced, and they did.
like the
But
last show that we had seen of Ali Wong, I think she has another one now. But
She
that one,
she joked about how
kind of bashed him the whole not bash, but it was very derogatory.
her husband.
I make tons of money and he does nothing.
At first, I read
I'll buy
it.
him a play toy and we'll see. And
I thought it was
She joked a
It
lot
was
about
hilarious,
how
but
she
it was
married
kinda
him.
like,
She married him for security,
and then she
became more famous.
So that was literally, I think, though, the underlying theme of a lot of her comedy specials. And also, because I like this about her, she's really real about being a parent and how sometimes it fucking sucks.
Yeah. But the way she joked about it in the first 2 specials was fine.
Yeah.
But the way she did it that third time, I told my wife, I said, that's going to, I'm just as a man, that would have bothered me. The first time she did it, because she joked about how before I got, I'm starting to get a little fame, but before this, that's why I made sure to trap his ass. And, because he comes from a rich family.
He was like Harvard grad.
Yeah, right, exactly. And she was trying to lock that down. But now I'm getting more money, and he's cool with the fact that, that I make more money. The way she joked about it at first, I was like, as a guy, as a stereotypical guy or whatever, I was like, that's fine, that's fine. But the third time, I was like, that's gonna.
He's still her tour manager.
They're still cool.
They're still cool.
They're still cool. But but I was like, but I wouldn't be surprised if they get divorced after that. And sure enough, the divorce.
Yeah.
Because she kept joking about, I could have fucked this guy, I could have fucked that. I'm like, okay, you're doing a little too much right now.
I like it. That woman's a whore, and I'm behind her for it.
There are a few people on TikTok that will flat out say, like, sometimes your kids are dicks.
They are. They're assholes, guys.
And, people will bash them in the comments like, oh my gosh, and there he's like, look, I didn't say, I love them.
Yeah.
I'll do anything for them.
Yeah.
But they can
I would
be
die
assholes.
for them.
They can be assholes sometimes.
I would die for my children, but they're fucking assholes, and sometimes I hate them.
But there's some comedians that I've seen that will have a conversation with their family like, look, before you watch this, I'm about to go in.
Yeah.
And they know what it is.
Yeah.
I could have been wrong. Maybe they did have that conversation before she went in on that special.
Yeah.
But I had a feeling based on how she did it the first 2 times and the third time.
Well, you saw a dynamic change.
I felt the change.
You saw
and I was like, there's no way that let me do the sound. For me. It felt like she didn't have that conversation about this dynamic change that third time on that third special. I just felt something shift.
Well, and it very well could not be that. It could just very well be that they decided that, they aren't meant to be more than just maybe tour manager.
I mean, hey, The Rock and his ex-wife are still working together and whatnot, even though I still think they're having sex. But hey.
Maybe why not? It's The Rock.
But I was going to run down the rest of it, but let's move on to the next thing. Today in theaters, 20 years ago and 10 years ago.
Okay, let's do it.
Do I have a graphic up on that?
You have to, because I got nothing.
I can barely remember yesterday.
I know, right?
I certainly don't know what happened.
10 years. Okay,
10 years ago.
So 10 years ago, this day 10 years ago, was Iron Man 3. Iron Man 3 with Robert Downey Jr.
It does not seem like that's been 10 years, but okay.
Did you see Iron Man 3?
Yeah. I saw all the Iron Mans.
What'd you think about the third one? This was the one that was right after Avengers. This was the first movie that they did right after the first.
I like the Iron Man movies because I like Robert Downey Jr.'s humor. Like, I like how he...
We just saw Gwyneth Paltrow today on a TikTok that we were...
Tell her about that one.
Oh, God, what happened?
She was... I don't really actually care for her. She really grates my nerves.
Really?
But this particular podcast was just funny. Somebody was asking her, about past loves or whatever.
It's like, Brad Pitt
between Brad Pitt and Ben Affleck.
Two of her exes, like which one was better?
Like, she was like, which one was like a better lover or better in bed or something?
Yeah.
She was like, she didn't really get too specific. She just said, okay, so Brad, like love of my life at that time. Soul connection. Everything, chemistry. It was just everything. Ben Affleck, the technical skills. And that was it.
Damn.
Okay.
Yes.
And the girl who was interviewing her was just busted out.
Yes.
Like, okay.
Do you know who else did that? And she has no shame. She will tell you, is Charlize Theron. That woman spilled someone asked her, like, who was a better kisser, this person or this person? And she was like, no hesitation, like, bam, this person. They went to the next one, and she was like, bam, this person. I love me some Charlize Theron. Ooh. That is another blonde that I like and it's surprising because I don't like blondes. Like, I don't find Gwyneth Paltrow attractive.
Not even they're half naked and set on fire?
She's not my type. No. She's not my type.
I mean, when I think of Iron Man 3, I think about the little kid that was in that movie, that boy that he had those scenes with when he crashed in his suit and he needed the boy's help to rebuild his suit and stuff, and he was trying to use his charm. It was like, please, Mr. Stein. And then Robert was like, dude, what the fuck ever, that shit ain't gonna work on me. It was hilarious. The back and forth with him and that kid was great. That movie dealt with a bunch of like his anxieties and stuff, because he just had his run-in with what happened in the first Avengers movie. It was dealing with a dude that was
deflated a bit,
and dealing with, it's not called shell shock anymore. It's called
PTSD.
Like PTSD from what was going on in Avengers. So it was a good movie. It was a good take on a lot of different things like that. That was 10 years ago. So 20 years ago, this day, before I forget, let me put this up on full screen here. That was Robert Downey Jr. Gwyneth Paltrow, that came out May 3rd, 2013, directed by Shane Black, and it made over $1.2 billion in the box office. Also, this day in 2003,
what was it?
Was Daddy Daycare.
In 2003, that was a year after I graduated high school.
I'm class of 99.
2002.
Class of 99. What about you, babe?
93.
There we go.
Old.
You are not 93.
She graduated early.
Did not.
I would have never guessed that. I really didn't think. I thought you were later 90s for
That's
sure.
She's my MILF.
I mean,
I will be 48.
you do you, man. You do
I will be 48 in a couple.
God, I just turned 39, and that's still getting me. Like,
She turned 39 like 5 years ago. She keeps.
whatever.
She's gonna be 39 for the next 6 years.
Oh my God,
She's so offended.
that is so mean.
What? I mean, what? You are 39. What the
I
hell?
am 39, but it hasn't been for 5 years. God.
Anywho, so you never seen Daddy Daycare? I saw it once. I don't remember it that much.
I saw it once, but it was long ago, and so I do not remember it.
It was super cute.
I remember it being like kind of like the cheesy funny, you know?
It's one of those Eddie Murphy movies I didn't really watch that
slaps.
much.
It was a good
Yeah.
slapstick type of movie.
Yes.
I like that sometimes.
Yeah, I saw it once. I didn't really care for it that much. It was fine.
I got kids, and they were that age, so I've seen it way more than once.
Eddie Murphy released May 4th, 2003, directed by Steve Carr, made over $164 million in the box office. It was all right. It had a sequel, it had a series, so it's fine. So, I mean, all right, moving on. What's the next topic? We went to see Guardians of the Galaxy 3, but is that the next thing? Oh no, I'm sorry, Rick. I told Ricky I was gonna give him a shout out. Ricky wrote. It was Ricky. What's his last name? I'm sorry, Ricky. I'm forgetting your last name. If you go to T3medias.com, you'll see the review of a movie that I want to see, Polite Society, and I don't want to see. I'm not interested in seeing Sisu, but I heard it's good. But I am interested in seeing Polite Society.
What is Sisu, by the way? Because I know that is a dragon.
Let me see if I can pull it up. Here's the reviews for.
See the picture at least.
If I can, let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Let me see. All right.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know if you've seen if you've seen this image right here. He gave Ricky gave on our blog. He gave it a B-. So here's a blurb from his review, from his For Me review. What most viewers will be drawn in with is the bloody action. You think they used it, tanks, planes, boats, the whole 9 yards. The action is handled pretty well. The majority of the actions are from various Netflix shows from Europe.
Yeah, I've never even heard of it. I have no interest in that, to be quite honest.
It's called Glorious Carnage.
Yeah, I don't want no glorious carnage. I'm out.
But Ricky gave it a B-. So.
Now, Polite Society looks like a lot of fun.
Okay, now I want to see this.
Polite
honestly.
Society. A young lady who wants to be a stunt choreographer, I think.
She wants to do stunt. I'd be like to be a stunt
double.
Yeah. In movies and stuff, and she's trying to stop the wedding of her sister's wedding because the in-laws are so evil or something like that.
They're evil
people.
Like corporate, like they're
okay.
Ricky says,
I'm really honestly into a lot of the minority movies that they're putting out right now, and they've actually been really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
They've put money into the production of these movies finally, and I've really enjoyed a lot of the minority, like Beef, that TV. I mean, it's just amazing. So I'm really interested in watching this because they've really started giving them a chance, and I love it.
And so before we close out, so one of the things that I saw for the second time this week was Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. But it's coming out tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I wanted to give our official rating for Guardians of the Galaxy.
I'm out on this one because I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I watched it on last Friday, and then I had screening passes to watch it yesterday on Wednesday. I was going to let Joy and Tabitha go. But
I have to work.
Tabitha said that she doesn't like hanging out with Joy.
That is not true. Because I would
unless
drop
I'm
Chris in a
there.
heartbeat to hang out with Joy. So there's that.
This is like Chris. I'm like, you have to be there as the buffer.
No.
Otherwise, I don't know how to talk to you.
We don't even want him involved most of the time. If it could
unless
just be Joy and I going out.
Unless I'm sitting in the corner with a cigarette in the dark. It's okay.
No.
Go ahead.
Oh God.
But she wasn't available because she had to work. So
I gotta work.
So I was like, hell, the movie was so good. I'm like, I'll watch it again. I've always said that I'll judge a movie on its rewatchability.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Guardians of the Galaxy 1, very rewatchable. Guardians of the Galaxy 2 is rewatchable too. But I mean, if I had my choice, my ranking is, as of right now, my ranking is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Then 1.
Oh, is that good?
A lot of people. It's I mean,
I'm so excited.
But if it was reversed, a lot of people. Maybe tomorrow I'll change my mind. But a lot of people say no, it's 1, then 3, then 2. But I'm on the other side, and the reason why I'm on the other side, I say Guardians of the Galaxy 3, then Guardians of the Galaxy 1, then 2, is because the villain. The thing that I did not like about Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2 was how they handled the villains. I mean, they were fine, but I just didn't enjoy them as much as other villains in the MCU. But this villain I felt like he was done way better than the first two.
Well, I'm really excited to see it. I really can't wait.
It was a really
yeah.
Really good.
So my rating for my grade, I'm giving it an A-. That's my
for me.
I almost said I wanted to say A+.
You didn't want to say just A?
I guess I'll just give it an A. It's an A.
Because if you're A+, A-, then you'd probably be an A.
It's an A.
For me,
it's an A. What about you, babe? What is your for me rating?
It's definitely an A.
Okay.
It's an A. So it's a solid A.
I'm really excited now. I really want to see it.
My only complaint had nothing to do with the movie. It was the lady next to me who didn't turn her
Joy
phone
punched
off
the girl in the face.
and full on answered the
No
phone
way.
and was all like, yeah, oh yeah, for like 3 minutes.
Oh, I would have said something. You should have
So I was all
switched.
like,
Now
"Are
I
you
wish
for
I
real
was
right
there.
now?"
Now I wish I was there because I would have caused a fucking
I don't.
scene.
He has in other movies before. It's usually kids. Been like, that is enough.
I would have gone to the fucking woman and I would have said, "You put the fucking phone out. Or I'm gonna go get the staff and they're gonna kick your ass out."
It's usually kids when we've gone, but he has.
I turned into the black dude from Dexter. Surprise, motherfucker! Put the phone away,
He
motherfucker.
pops up from behind him. Surprise, motherfucker.
Yeah, put the phone up.
Several times that we've been to movies where it's like teenagers who just talk the whole time, and
that was the only thing that ruined the movie for you. Yeah, was
the phone ringing?
that would've
and
made
she
me
answered
angry.
it and sat and I was just like, all right.
It would have been an A+ if it wasn't for that girl.
I will not go. I have certain friends that like to talk in a movie. You know who you are. I won't go to the movies with y'all anymore because I do not talk during movies. I want to watch and immerse myself in the movie. I want to disappear into the movie and not know my surroundings. And I am that person like Chris. If there are kids that are acting up, I will stand up and I will yell at them like I'm their mom. Like legit.
The conversation was not important. That she could have
Just push the fucking button.
She could have literally texted. It wasn't because the phone itself, the brightness wouldn't have bothered me because there was so much brightness going on.
Oh yeah, watch this movie in IMAX. Watch it. It was good.
Really, an IMAX is better?
That was the first screening I went to. It was an IMAX. The experience, I mean, the best resolution, the biggest screen, the best sound quality that you can watch, because the music was also.
Oh, it's always amazing.
It's always amazing with Guardians. Whatever the biggest screen, best sound that you can get, watch it. It's 100% worth it.
I won't get to watch it this weekend, but I'll get to it next week.
Jesus.
Like they bust out the Beastie Boys. And
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, no
Hell
sleep, baby.
yeah.
No. Oh yeah, I was so embarrassed. I'm thinking I'm the stereo. No, my wife is the stereotypical black dude talking to the screen. Girl, you better get
there was a lot of people clapping.
Yeah. Oh, it makes it's an emotional experience.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very
I'm
just
so
like the
excited
same
now.
feels that I got from the first one. James Gunn, he was like, because this was his last movie he did with Marvel before now that he's the head of DC. He's like, yep, like I'm out, bitches. Like he went out with a bang. It was great. Geekly Goods, what's up, bro? Thanks for joining us in the live chat. I love me and him. We have a thing going on. I'll hit him up on his lives, and I'll.
We don't need your butt buddy ways going on right now.
Yeah, me and Geekly Goods.
With you with the villain there.
Yeah, me and Geekly Goods. We go back like big crayons and big coloring books, man. I'm telling you. Villain is Th3 was great. I liked him better than I love Patrick Swayze. What is it? Who's the villain in part 2? That was Patrick Swayze.
No, that's.
Who was the dad? Peter Quill's dad.
Patrick Swayze.
Patrick
Swayze. He was dead.
Yeah, because.
They never. Yeah, no spoilers. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Kurt Russell, he's a great. I liked him better than the villain from part 1, even though I love that actor because I love that TV show, Pushing Daisies. That was a great TV show, by the way. But the way they used the villains in part 1 and part 2, the way they executed it wasn't great for me. But the way they executed the villain in part 3, the High Evolutionary. Even Tyrone Magnus on his channel recently, I just saw his review. He said if the whole thing that's going on with Kang, what's his name, Jonathan Majors, if that goes bad, the guy who played the villain, he could step in. Like nice. I could see the High Evolutionary from Guardians of the Galaxy stepping in and filling that Kang.
He was pretty fabulous.
Okay.
He felt like what I said in my quick review. I said the High Evolutionary reminded me of. If you put Kang and Loki and you put them together, the way he acted and the way they treated him it reminded me of Loki. It just I felt like it was a mix between like Loki and Kang.
And then of course you've got all the humor that was oh my gosh.
I can't wait. I really can't wait. Did you see what
Geekly
Good said? Like,
he
goes, "Leave us alone, Tabatha. Chris is the man." Obviously, y'all have got some.
Thanks, Peter.
Me and Geekly Goods got a thing going on.
They obviously have. Like y'all just need to have a date night and get it over with.
We got Peter Lang in the chat, sending the super chat. Thanks, thanks Peter, appreciate you. Let me put you up on the big screen here. $2. Hey. Salutations. That's all you gotta say, Peter. Salutations. Greetings, my friend. How you doing, buddy? Appreciate you. But dude, I am so mad that I know you had to work.
I had to work
with your damn grown up shit. Did you get your manager yet?
I've done 23 interviews.
Dear God.
Yeah, so we've narrowed.
If you guys don't know, Tabatha is a business owner, and she's in the biz like we don't. Okay, look, let me tell you about sex work. No, I'm just joking. She owns a race. She owns a kid. We do not shame sex work here, guys.
There's no kink shame over here.
We don't kink shame over here.
No, I own.
She's a madam of go-karts.
I would have made a fucking fantastic madam, though.
What's that command for when you're training dogs? Plats. Dog goes. I can see Tabatha doing that. Plats. And the dog the gimp.
Oh God. Yeah.
No. She owns
an FEC, Family Entertainment Center.
Yeah. Let's plug it real quick. If you guys are in the Houston area.
Yes, come down to Bay Area Raceway. It's go-karts, laser tag, and arcade, and it's just a good time. So we were currently hiring for some new managers, and I've been interviewing out my ass.
It's not sex work, guys. Though. No. So I forgot that you were live on TikTok. I should have censored that a little bit more. My bad. Oh.
It's all good. I'll just get banned for a little while.
Yeah, they ban you for anything.
So
you said thick. Okay. But yeah, go see Guardians of the Galaxy. It was great. We're giving it a solid A.
Solid A.
It's a solid A. That's our for me
It
rating.
definitely redeemed from. I did like
For
I
me.
like Ant-Man,
For
but
me.
it definitely way surpassed that, and people should be really
It-
pleased.
It
Yeah.
felt
With
because everything that was going on with the last couple of movies. I mean, even with the Black Panther movie, but Ant-Man was technically the beginning of this new phase. But phase or no phase, okay, the last few Marvel movies have kind of been on a little bit of a decline.
This one should
So
really
the end of the last phase to the beginning of this phase didn't start off great, but this one.
should really-
Now that's the question. Is it just because James Gunn is awesome, or is it because Marvel is back on a uprise because they got rid of what's his name, the guy that they just fired at Disney, and the ship is now being put on the right path. I don't know. We'll find out. We got
another one.
Peter.
Hey, Peter.
Peter is
Obviously, the madam thing is obviously what I should be doing.
oh wait what? What did he
Look,
say here?
look, he goes, "Welcome back, Tabatha." A madam? I'd watch that.
All right, yeah. Let's keep the.
I would have ran a really good brothel, man.
There is a. I could see. There's a. I watch CSI Vegas,
Uh-huh.
and there's a recurring character that's a madam, and it runs her own. I mean, they're in Vegas.
Yeah, yeah,
But she's very elegant and
yeah.
she's very beautiful too.
Yeah.
But she's very
I always,
sophisticated. And
yeah,
elegant.
I always say if I was ever born back then, that would have definitely been the job that I had because I need to be my own boss sort of scenario. So it definitely, I would have been a madam because that was the only woman driven profession where you could have been your own boss. I would have ran the shit
We
out of
come
that.
from entertainment news to Tabatha and
You started it.
the
You did.
the multiverse, like her multiverse character is a madam.
Multiverse character.
On Earth 2, she's
It's a past life. It's a past life job, guys.
Geekly Goods gave you the name you were looking
yeah,
for.
Bob Chapek
Okay.
from Disney. Bob Chapek is the guy I was thinking about. Yeah, ever since they fired Bob Paycheck over there and they started to right the ship, I'm hoping that the next movies that are coming out of Disney and Marvel will be on the right path. But at the same time, I mean, James Gunn is just a great, writer. He's a visionary kind of a guy. This movie made me say I am now very excited for what he's going to bring to the table to the DCU now that he's in charge over there. Because if this is any indication of what he's going to bring to DC, I am not worried about. Marvel is now getting their wish because even Kevin Feige will admit, we want DC to do good, because if people are excited to see DC movies, then they'll be excited to see the next Marvel movie. The rising tide raises all ships.
Oh, absolutely.
So
it's a concept that works across the board in all businesses.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
So if DC is doing bad, but Marvel's the only one, that puts too much pressure up on Marvel. But if they're both doing good work, if James Gunn is, then it's gonna bring the excitement. First, let's get the writers to get paid what they deserve, and then we can we can all enjoy what's going on with on both sides, Marvel and DC. Anything else?
Move on to the We Got Mail.
Well, before we close the show out, we got your mail. But thanks, guys. Thanks for hitting us up and thank you for the support.
Thank you, Peter.
Yeah, so if you
Come see me in my past life job.
Yeah, if there's if a couple of more of these super chats, we hit the daily goal, which is at $25, then I guess I'll just put the camera on tabs and you guys can just have a private conversation. No, 18 more dollars and there you go. She's like, I ain't too proud to beg. Anywho, it's like, what's the sound effect for that? What's the sound of Marvel? That's the Marvel sound effect.
Marvel. That's some more Marvel sounds.
All right, let's move on to We Got Your Mail, guys. Let me go. Got the text out of there. I think I'm way behind. Which? Oh, yeah. We Got Your Mail. Oh,
Let's do it.
The We Got Your Mail question was I put it up on, was it Twitter, where I asked the question.
I don't twat, so I don't have that.
You don't what?
I don't have the twat, so I don't do that.
Have you had this conversation with your girlfriend? You sure about it?
I don't have the virtual twat.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say, what? I could have sworn, because on Facebook.
Well, not on Facebook. I'm barely on Facebook.
Like, I don't have the twat. That's not what you said on Facebook.
I don't twat my Twitter.
There you go. Like, I Twitter my twat, but I don't twat my Twitter. Oh, whatever that means. But so I asked the question on the twat. Which film that featured Mario was done better? The two that I had put up, and I got a whopping 69 votes. Let me go full. What's going on with my full screen? Oh, I got it in the wrong spot here. Uh-oh, there we go. Uh-oh. Come on.
Oh my God, there's so many boxes.
So many boxes are open. There we go. Which film featured Mario was done better? The question it was Super Mario from 1993 or The Wizard. Out of 69 votes, 69. The Wizard got 64%. Super Mario got 36%. I love. Have you ever seen The Wizard?
Mm-mm.
Fred Savage.
I really haven't seen it.
Takes his little brother.
I love Fred Savage.
They little kids. They go across the country to go to this video game tournament because the kid was a wizard on the video game.
No, I really haven't seen it. I'll watch it, like legit.
That's how they introduced the Power Glove in that movie. That little rad kid that was trying to be all cool. Power Glove. It's so rad. Like he's doing. It was so stupid.
I didn't see a lot of movies back in the day.
You didn't see The Wizard either?
I was really poor back
I
then.
love that movie.
I lived in the woods. We had like 3 channels on an antenna.
Yes, I was the antenna moving it around above my
I think
TV.
I went to the theaters to see that movie. That was one of my
I got
movies.
To see very few movies.
Me too. Dollar theater, and we had to bring in our own popcorn, our own candy. Like I was poor as a kid.
Take us to the
Yeah.
movies. Also,
We weren't privileged like you,
well,
Chris.
my family's also very.
Oh yeah, no, we weren't churchy.
So we don't see a lot.
Super
of
Mario is the devil.
We didn't see a lot of things in the.
Eating those damn mushrooms is drugs.
What would Jesus do? He wouldn't like this.
Yeah, right.
What would Jesus do? Jesus would hit that mystery box and the coin would pop out.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the voting poll that I put up on We Got Your Mail. Also for We Got Your Mail, we got what did we get? The question came up was, do you believe Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 will be the next film to reach $1 billion? Mario has already crossed $1 billion.
Did it really?
Yeah.
Hell the fuck yeah.
Yeah, Mario movie that I did not like when I first saw it. I thought it sucked, but when I watched it again with the kids, I realized it was me. I was tired. Oh,
I laughed so hard, like out loud. Like
I didn't know you watched it.
Oh yeah, I saw it. I laughed out loud at it. I mean, granted, there are a lot of things about it that I think I have a little bit of a deeper connection with in regards to the movie and in regards to some of the humor, because that's literally been my life, arcades and video games, and I literally was dying, like out loud laughing. People around me were like laughing at me laughing at the movie. That's how much I was laughing.
The Koopa, the Peaches.
Oh God,
that was hilarious.
So good.
Yeah,
just could not get that damn song out of her head. So she just randomly singing
that's
it
the
all
Let
the
It Go.
goddamn time.
That is the Let It Go of this year. Yeah,
yes.
that Peaches.
Yes.
Kevin Myers said The Wizard. That's the first time I saw the Power Glove. Yeah, that was the first. That was how they introduced the Power Glove. Man, that was crazy.
I, by the way, agree 100% with his next comment. The Werewolf by Night is great. Just a little disappointed we don't get any more of it. I am too, because, like, seriously, I loved that show. Mm-hmm. I thought it was really good, and
Marvel show, the
Werewolf by Night. I really wanted more.
I mean, but it was like a one and done kind of a special kind of a thing. Giggly Goods, Tabatha wasn't laughing; she was lying.
No, I was laughing. It was hilarious.
Lies, full of lies. Did I already? Yeah, I put on the. Let me go full smash here again. It was 60% said yes, they believe that it will get $1 billion, and 40% said no.
Yeah. I mean, I think it will.
I hope it will.
Yeah, I think it will.
It's on a path that it could, but I hope it does. I'm hoping,
think it will.
I'm feeling that when people see it, that people will see it again, and they'll tell people to go watch it. Mm-hmm. I'm one of those guys. Go watch. You gotta watch it on the like I said, the biggest screen with the best quality with the best sound.
Yeah.
You're gonna get it's an experience. It's a great experience.
I can't wait. It's going to be next week before I can get there.
It's an awesome movie. And anything else in the comments before we
No,
that's
it.
Was that it? Yeah.
That's it, guys.
Appreciate you guys for helping us out in the comment section. And that was it. Oh, I forgot to hit the button again for the we got your. That's it, guys. It says Geo. I forgot to change the lower third. That's it for the show. That's it for the rundown this week. It was a tight hour and 14 minutes. Woo!
Hour and 15 by the time he finishes talking and gets us out of here.
You need crickets chirping.
I know, right? I love it when he tries to be serious.
For me.
He can't do it for very long. It's like
here we go.
Emotional, damn it.
Okay, so all right. Once again, I said I was gonna get us out of here in 30 minutes, and it lasted for an hour. Look,
15.
some people an hour and 15 minutes. Look, I know Joy's not gonna be complaining about that, right, baby? You like it when it goes a little bit longer, right? There we go. Okay, here we go again, Peter Lane. So many inappropriate jokes I'm going to refrain from making. No. I mean, we might go, unless we want to go after dark. I mean, what do you think, Tabs? I mean,
how much are we away now? We're only like 13 away, I think.
Only 5, yeah. What
are we at?
A couple more. If we hit the target, I mean, like I said, I'll leave the room. Like, you guys want to be alone? There you go. And then Tabatha will be all like, okay, this is what Tabatha will do. Tabatha, all right, Peter. Yeah.
Let me tell you how this works. I'm gonna give you some tips here.
So then all of a sudden,
I'll get you real good. I got all kinds of tips for you, man. Yeah. I got you.
I should I should have a graphic of a pineapple, and it just goes upside down. She starts putting like the gloves get all tight and all right. This is like she was like this is how things are going to go.
You can play the.
Let me get that power glove.
Oh shit!
That clip that I played for you the other day of the British. I guess it was a game show where he was asking that lady who said she was retired, like all of those.
Oh.
What?
Do you have that saved? Do you have that on your phone?
It's on my phone.
We're not gonna go. We're about to sign off, but I need to get a I need to get a reaction from you on this.
Okay.
We'll record it after this, and I'll put it on the channel later. But guys, that's the show. Stay tuned. There's a reaction about to come up. Tabatha's gonna love this. Thank you guys in the live chat for keeping it alive, keeping the entertainment flowing. That was great as always.
Thanks,
I appreciate
Peter.
the support. Any questions, comments, concerns, always send it to us on our social medias, on Instagram, on our podcast, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch. Did I say Twitter? Twatted? Did I twat? Twit?
Yeah, I think you may have twatted. I don't know.
Did I? Okay. All right. Yeah. The hell. I opened the door. Your new name is Pandora.
It's fitting. If you know the mythology, it's very fitting.
Yeah, your new name is Pandora. I should not have gone there with you. She was like, upside down pineapples. How did you know? Oh, he was like, only if you get your grades up. We're trying to get out of here, and Peter keeps like,
he goes, only 2 more for the power glove.
Only $2 more for the power glove. Extra large.
Oh my God. I do have really big hands, man. Really big hands.
Some guys like that.
I mean, I got really big feet and really big hands, if you know what I mean.
He's like, how's that massage? Like, oh, you're like,
definitely lesbian hands. Definitely lesbian hands.
What does that even mean?
Oh, it's a thing.
What is that? Wait, lesbian hands.
It's a thing.
The power glove. That's what he said on the movie, on The Wizard. He said, I should put the graphic on here. He plays the game with the power glove. He's supposed to be the Cobra Kai villain of the movie. He turns around, looks at the camera, and he goes, power glove.
Yes.
It's so bad. The way he said it was, or did he say rad? I can't remember if he said bad or rad. He said, it's so bad.
I gotta like do that line. I would be like the power glove.
Considering it was the
like tonight with your girlfriend. That what you're gonna say to her?
I would be like the power glove.
Like she's gonna get like latex hospital gloves. Like
I have those at home too. I'd be like, okay, here we go.
Wow.
Size large.
Size large. Power glove. All right. I was about to say something. I was gonna say with these two fingers. I was about to say something, but never mind. I'm not gonna go
all you
there.
need is one.
I'm trying to close the show, and Peter keeps tipping. He's like, "What's this? So $5 more, and we can see what happens." You should have seen what we were talking about before the show started about the force and the tape. And
yeah, there was all kinds of force and tape and things holding the shirt down. Yeah.
Yeah, what was it? Somebody on TikTok was all
they were like, she's taped. I'm like, no, I'm not.
Yeah. It's all what did I say? It's all willpower.
And it's the force.
May the force be with you. Yeah. Okay. They don't move. It's all willpower. Wow. Anyway.
Oh my God.
Okay. Let me get out of here, guys. I love the power glove. It's so bad. Is that what he said? Was that the line? I was trying to remember if he said it's so rad, it's so bad. I was trying to remember what the line was. I love the power. Peter Lane says, I love it. He looked right at the camera after he played a racing game with the power glove. And then he looked and he turns around and he goes, I love the power glove. It's so bad. Because he was flirting with the girl on the movie.
Yeah.
Like the Fred Savage love interest. But it was that movie is so awesome.
All right, I'm going to have to watch it. All right, let's close this out. We got
to My bad. Stay in school. My bad. Okay. Thanks, guys, for keeping it live in the live chat. But make sure to join us on Patreon, all that good stuff. Hit the like button. If you guys are watching live, you had to hit the like button. Hit it. And until next week, when I might do a rundown tomorrow. I was thinking about that, baby. There's some other news that came up. I might do a rundown tomorrow. If I do one, will you join me or will I do it solo?
I mean, I'm going to be here.
All right. Okay. Party on. What about you, Taps? You going to be here tomorrow?
I will not. I will be working 12-hour shift.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, if it was you, I'd be there for you, but I guess.
I mean, are you going to come to the track and work? Because that's where I would need you.
I mean.
Yeah, see, it's not reversing, is it?
I mean, why can't things be just for me? Is that so selfish?
It
Jesus.
It's very,
very actually, I think that's the definition of selfish.
Definitely selfish. Definitely.
Good night, guys. Appreciate you, Peter. Appreciate you guys in the live chat. Until next time, guys. Let me. Where's my outro part of the show? There we go, guys. Talking Through the Media has brought to you in front of a live studio audience with people who don't need tape to keep everything in check. Right here. Tabatha knows what I'm talking about right here. Pure willpower. May the force be with you. Hit the like, subscribe button. Till next time, have a good one, guys.